Oldies here. This is a happy birthday to Bella, also known as Bill's daughter. She turns 10 years old. And what you have here is a Liberty Bell. It's actually called a Conestoga Bell. But look, it's even got a crack just like the Liberty Bell. Brass gets moisture in it, and it's like upside down type deal. Holds the moisture or water in it, and it's close to the surface of the ground when it got buried somehow. When the horse lost it or whatever. These are what they used to put on wagons, and they would, just like a horn, they used it as a bell. And Conestoga comes from my name out of New York, where they bred Conestoga horses with a Conestoga, what do you call them? The westward things. The horses were made to pull these big wagons. And little history, like a song they had for Christmas was, I'll be home with bells on. Well, when a wagon broke down in the middle of nowhere and another wagon was coming through, the other person would help each other out, and the person that was getting help would give them their bells from their wagon and stuff. But yeah, it's you can look it up. What I'm doing here is I'm refurbishing this bell. No longer has a clanker, so I'm going to be adding wax with a string coming out with a new clanker. I just have to figure out what I'm going to do as far as a clanker and getting it to stay in there, because it used to be a piece of metal there, and it protruded with a piece of little, like yarn or whatever, a little clanker to make the ding ding noise. I don't know what it's going to sound like with the crack on it, but like I said, this was my I found this 2016, like a lot of my stuff, when I got my AT Pro and did this 1830s farmhouse, and I found tons and tons of things there I've been talking about, and this was like a bucket list. This is the first one I ever found, so I'm going to give this to Bella, and when I get done with this video and she has received it, then I'm going to release this video. But I'm going to try to put Bella's sticker there with her, because she likes what do you call it? Benjamin Franklin. Halves got the bell on the back, Independence Hall, whatever, with the bell. Or the bell, yeah. So this is kind of pretty cool, and it's something she should be able to keep forever, or treasure. Benjamin Franklin's are cool, but an old artifact that's from at least 1860. Give or take around 1860 or so, these Conestoga bells. A jingle bell is a whole different story, and a croto bell is a whole different story. So this is just something that's really cool. Alright, and what I'm doing is I'm going to try to clean it up with Brasso. Okay, I'm not advertising, but anyways, Brasso that you pick up any grocery store, usually in the cleaning section. It's a metal polish which polishes brass pretty good. That's why it's called Brasso. And it cleans copper, like you're doing your pans, stainless steel, to do chrome, aluminum, pewter. The substance in it, a little abrasive. You don't want to use it on coins, but it'd be good for, relics of brass and all that, the thicker pieces. The thin pieces usually ends up breaking. And I'm just a little bit of water. I got this on a a scrubby pad. I've already been cleaning it a little bit, and it's starting to get the brass to shine through, but I want to see the brass completely back to brass color. Okay, so I'm just gonna go here a little bit, and then the other tool besides soap and water to clean it off, distilled water would be nice, a toothbrush that you don't want to use anymore, or if you don't brush your teeth, you should have a toothbrush lying around. Real soft bristle brush. And then these green ones are good, but they're really gonna, you know, dig into the metal because they're a little bit more abrasive. And I find real fine steel wool, and then I'm gonna try to polish it with polishing cloth and stuff. But that's what you got here. Let's see if we can see if there's any difference in this. And I gotta start to shine up a little bit. But yeah, you know, they used to shine their buttons up and their belts and all that in the Civil War. And guess what? They seen it so shiny that the other side shot them because they could see the damn buttons because they're brass, or you know, real gold colored brass. Yeah, not sure. But I'm going to try to get it, like I said, remove some of this patina on it and try to get it back to normal. If I can't get it polished up like I want, then hey, it's still going to be a real nice looking bell. But yeah, there's a lot of green and blackish. And this, yeah, that's where I dinged it right there when I found it. Got it with my knife a little bit. There's a little bit of a ding right there. Little scratch mark. But yeah, I'm hoping this will turn out good. And right now, you know, it's not her birthday. It's in like about a month from now. From when I'm taking this video and doing this work. And get it mailed out to Phil. And I'm hoping that she'll really fall in love with this. You know, finding it, the hard work, the sentimental value it does have of my only Conestoga bell. So I'll get back to you. I'll keep adding some videos to it, and happy birthday, or belated, because you won't see this till after you get your present. Well, it is a birthday gift, so take care, Bella. Have many more years to go, and keep on collecting. Bye. See you in a bit. Alright, I'm back, guys. Y'all miss me? Nah, never mind. It's just a few seconds, right? Well, I got the bell best I can buffed up. Just the edges a little bit here, so when it hits, it doesn't get a thud sound type deal. And I figured out what I'm going to use for the clanker. But this is as good as I can get it. See, it's got a little pitting there. I cleaned that up a little bit right there, real shiny as I could, because I'm gonna have to, you know, even though they drilled a hole or pounded a nail through it or melted a nail through, I don't know what they did, but it looks like they blew a hole through it. They didn't, and left all the material left over from when the hole was made. But if you look, it's uneven. I'm gonna have to widen it out a little bit and try to get it to the center so it rings like that. And then right here, I took apart my pull switch to my fan, since I always leave it on all running all the time, and I separated the pieces here with the pull cord. Okay, I'm not going to need all this anyways, but I ended up drilling a hole Um, I'm trying to keep it as, not super long to present this, but just show you an idea of what I did. And what I do, now that I got a hole, let me see if I can get my fingers out of the way, is I thread the piece at the pull string, so it's center. Okay, and this is what was originally attached to this cool looking pull switch, and then this is screwed in. Let's see if I can get it started here. There we go, just a little bit. You ever see pliers like these? These are pretty cool. It goes needle nose with cutters, nippers, and then you got a pair of pliers. So what we're going to do is tighten it just a little bit. And then this screws on too. This is the white ceramic. And when I'm done, everything is going to be glued, super glued, so it doesn't come apart. Now what's cool about this piece right here that I'm putting on is it's porcelain. Ceramic or glass. It's more like glass, I guess. And then it's going to sound like this. Of course, the clanker is going to be on the inside. Let's see if I can get you to hear a better sound of it. Not bad. It's got a good chime to it. I was wondering how it was going to sound with a little crack there. So, as you can see, the cracking the Liberty Bell. But anyways, there's that. So I'm still got to glue all these parts together. Then I got this not so special wax, but it's or candle, but it's a disappearing wax. So what I'm going to do is cut some of that off and melt it. Once I get the desired, center spot right there, I'm going to melt it over the top of the chain. Once I get down to where I need to get it, and it's going to be a little tough doing it, but I could. Yeah, actually, what I'll do is I'll take this off because it'll be easier to be out of the way for now, and I can always just glue this part here that I already got hooked up, and then get this down to where it needs to be. I'm probably going to have to cut some of it off, but we want it to swing a little bit, so make that noise right at the tip of the bell. But like I said, I'll have to re-drill this, and I think I'm going to use another one of these so it can clasp onto it, so you can hold it like that with a handle. So that's cool. Super glue, tiny drill bits. You don't want to go too big with the hole, then you got too big of stuff to put in it. Got the nail file out. Found that metal detecting. Got my drill out, and I used one of my polishing wheels that I had to do the best I could on this. But it's got the age look. Like I said, it's black. Most of the greenish is kind of off now. So it's really, you can see it shine. But I think it gives it age, gives it a good character, look. So there's what we got so far. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off, and I'll come back to show you what I did. This will be all attached by then, etc. Should have this hole drilled out and have something there to do it. And final project is, finished product. Just put Bella's sticker on there somewhere so it stays. Make sure the Liberty Bell's showing, the crack. So we'll put Bella's face on the reverse, like kind of like opposite, So there you have it, folks. Just a lot of little tiny stuff, little parts. I got fat fingers, And this is time consuming too. Just and then coming up with an idea. Like I said, I think that's going to work out great. It's got that just that right sound to it too. All right, catch you in a few. Okay, this is final. I went ahead and just did everything, and I'll show you what I did. This is my sister. She made me a braided red, white, and blue rope thingamajigger, and I had to attach it with a piece of little tiny wire. Okay, so she could hang this up. Okay, it's not a toy. It's for display, but things good, don't it? Here, how's that sound? And I use a glass or porcelain thing. Originally, I was going to use a couple parts, but it didn't work out. And I put wax, okay, to hold the wire in, which is telephone wire. You know, real thin, strong wire. And I don't know how long it will last doing the bell thing. Like I said, this is this is like a challenge for doing artwork. And then I put Bella sticker on it. See if I can get it so it doesn't. Okay, and she loves Benjamin Franklin's. Her name is Bella. So here's a bell. Bella. And on the back side, or the front side, how you want to look at it, it's got the Liberty crack. Anyways, but that's going to be a nice keepsake for her. Hopefully she likes it. I'm not an artist, but I can do things. My fingers are a little fat, so it's kind of like fat fingered. It's kind of hard to do little objects, and I think you've seen that with Mr. Doughboy. So I repurposed an old approximately 1860 Conestoga bell that they used to put on wagons. And I said this story already in the beginning of the video about the Conestoga bell, which is out of New York. And it's got a lot of history to it. And being buried in the ground in 2016 is when I found it. Well, that's right there is quite a few years, you know. 116 years plus add 40 to it. 156 years old. I did clean it as good as I wanted to. Okay. Got rid of most of the greenness of the brass, but I left it alone and left the patina on it. So, Bella, happy birthday. I hope you like it. So, everybody have a good night, and Oldies out.